Morning. I just wanted to pop on and do a bit of a video on something that has been concerning me, and I've been talking about it off and on for quite some time. And I just really think that it needs to be called out because the true problem lies right within the root of this. And the thing of it is you know, I hear a lot of complaining about how individuals they can't do this, they don't have the freedom of speech to speak, and they have all kinds of reasons why they need you to go to this platform or that platform. You have to pay them for this or that. And I think it's ridiculous. And I know I'm not going to make a lot of friends in this video, but the drama queening of YouTube creators is absolutely ridiculous. And I mean it's on a level of absolute stupid at this point. What spawned this? Well, I've been talking about it. This isn't the first I've said anything about it. I've been talking about it, and I'm going to continue to talk about it because what's going on is a detriment to not just the society itself, but our cause, what it is that we're trying to do. And in some instances, it's going to involve people looking within themselves and making changes there. On the other side of things, it's gonna take a little bit of accountability and responsibility by YouTube creators. I watched a video just a little bit ago, and it's kind of really sad because I'm not a sub to the channel. I've heard of the channel before. I think I've seen a video or two. And it started out really good, and he had a really, really good message, and then he just blew it all to hell with his drama. And I mean, just drama, 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 drama. I mean, I swear he needs a little tiara at this point. And it was disturbing. And the video I'm talking about, and I'll show you the video I'm talking about. It's by some channel, Tiborosaurus Rex, I do believe. And the dude, the video's Anarchy in the USA, Rex Reviews, and it starts out really good, and he's got really solid points. I mean, really good information, solid points, and then he goes off the cliff. And it just, and then it becomes all about, well, you got to come over to Patreon, you got to come over there because I can't speak here. Well, are you paying Vimeo or something to be able to post your content, even though I know that they kind of restrict their content too? Because let's be honest here with people. When you're using Patreon, most people still continue to use YouTube to post their content. They're just unlisted videos so that the general YouTube population can't see it. So let's be open and honest about that right there from the beginning anyway, unless you're paying for another service to be able to post your videos there, or you could be hosting your videos at an entirely different location altogether as well. But I suspect you're probably using YouTube and then acting like, oh, you have no free speech on YouTube, and you can't say what you need to say, so everybody's got to come pay their dime to hear it, just to find out that you're still saying it on YouTube. Kind of seems a little scammy to me, and scummy, but definitely scammy, and definitely scummy. That's why, I think it's ridiculous for any of these channels that withhold information from you. I'm having a hard problem coming up with what I want to do on our Patreon for the Patreon users because I refuse to withhold information that could help you from you for free, because I think that's morally wrong. And anybody that tells you that they care about you, but then you got to go pay a fee to find out the important information that they have to offer, number one, they're a liar. And number two, their mission, their goal, their endpoint isn't what they claim. Not even remotely. So I want to address this whole, but we can't talk on YouTube thing because it's rampant. It's rampant. And I know that there are things that we can't say. I know that we kind of have to watch how we word things. That's called responsibility. But how can I sit here and do this? If things were so bad, if things were so bad that we couldn't speak, how can I do this? How can I show you this? This is our back end of our YouTube. Now, don't think we're getting rich. So far, we've got a whole $3.50 in there, and that's thanks to a super chat, a $5 super chat that we got the other day. And but we haven't gotten our figures of what our monetization is going to start being. But that's not the point. Here's the point. Right here, you see 30 videos. Can anybody say that I'm softballing my content? Can anybody say that I'm avoiding from saying words like vaccine and COVID-19 and mandates? And I'm saying all the words. I'm saying all the words. I'm talking about all the topics, and I'm giving you, as much of my thoughts as what you need to understand my position. And that's where I think the problem lies. The reason why I can sit here and show you, all 30 of those are monetized. Next. All 30 of those are monetized. Next. Really? So I just showed you 90 consecutive monetized videos where I do not softball the information, the news. I do not try to hide things, cover them up. I don't try to change the language or talk in code, as Taborasaurus Rex, I can't even say his name, said that we have to do, and many others. I'm not just picking on him. I know I showed his video. I'm not just picking on him. I'm picking on all the content creators that are doing this. Where you're running into the problem, and you can listen to me or not, I don't give a damn. But where you are running into your problem is because you are offering a smidgen of information and a whole lot of bullshit opinion. And that's where you're running into problems. And I'm speaking honestly and openly to these other YouTube creators. That's where you're running into your problems. Using a little bit of information and then running with it. That's gonna get you kind of caught up. Because if that information is incorrect, the information that one would derive from your opinion, then you're spreading misinformation. That's where you start to teeter that edge. That's all I'm doing. All I'm doing is reading you guys the news. And I do offer a touch of opinion with it. You can most certainly get a feeling for what direction I feel. But I don't have to smother you in it. And see? The other side of things, I mentioned something to the effect of, on some of this, folks are going to have to look within themselves. If you have to have some wild character to entertain you for you to listen to them, then that's something you need to look into yourself. If you have to have flashy screens, if you have to see this or that to be enticed to click on a video, like a stupid pose with the guy, like he's in the middle of something, right, on the thumbnail. That's the most stupid. You want me to avoid clicking on a YouTube video? That's how you do it. Somebody posing like they're in an action for something or pointing it. To me, it's the stupidest thing ever. And I know, I get that's my opinion. But it's unreal. It's fake. Why can't you do a screen grab of something in the video or something if that's what you want? If you have to be in the thumbnail, Do a screen grab. You don't have to go in front of a green screen and point at something with a goofy face and then go into Photoshop and layer it all in. What are you trying to prove? You know? There's a point where it becomes more about a business and making money than what it does about providing you with information. And in the end, my highest recommendation for you is to find those that aren't focusing on making that dollar. Okay? Because the motivation in the different individuals is going to mean a lot in the information that they provide. If somebody is clearly into this for profit, they're probably going to be easily swayed by money. If somebody is into this to provide you with correct information or try to give you some helpful, knowledgeable information, and that's their primary goal, then you're probably going to be on the right track and in a much better situation than if you were just clicking add to cart because this YouTube channel told you had to have this gadget. So just keep that stuff in mind, folks. Again, I know it's not going to be a popular video, but the crunch time is on. And there's not a whole lot more time, I don't think, to prep. I don't think there's a whole lot more time to get ready in all aspects, mental, spiritual, any of them. So I suggest that folks use their time and money wisely. That includes YouTube videos. You know, maybe we need to back off the drama a little bit. Because the problem, you know, there are so many extenuating circumstances of this nonsense, all to get clicks and views. You know, one of them is just the banter alone. The banter alone is so damaging. You know, we really need to have a really good understanding at where other folks are. In reality, not their banter, not their keyboard commando. Because as we're starting to see, as the chips are starting to fall more and more and more and more, you can tell it in the voices of some of these individuals, some of these YouTube creators, that SHTF isn't as fun as what they thought it was going to be. Typically, you're going to find it's those same individuals that are the ones that want to sell you everything. They weren't preppers. They were profiteers. Their idea of prepping is Gucci. It is what it is. Anyway, use your time and your money wisely. Shalom.